You all arrived here from Cyslodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Dahnans and Renans have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going, I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Lagiel?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Dahnan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elde Menancia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Elderman and Sea Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
What was Kelzelik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense, enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Dahnans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion!
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings. I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Sounds like our cue to step in and help.
Right.
Excuse me!
Well... Really?
Good.
What the? Seriously?
All right.
I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zeugles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
crap, oh crap!
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll take out the legs with my...
Aim for the weak spot!
Piercing roar!
Try
I'll
harder!
stop its
No,
talk!
you can't!
Thanks, Kisara!
You're finished!
Let the marksman handle this.
Going in! Here, let me have one more!
First
I
aid!
owe you one!
I'm hurt!
Try harder! It's done!
Come on!
I'm not done!
You have to hold on!
Right!
Here!
Shot!
That's it!
Here's a healing
You're
art!
mine!
Going in!
You're finished!
Take this! Tiger Blade!
Try harder! Not a chance! Strike! Burn in hell!
This one's
Dragon
mine!
Swarm!
Look sharp!
I'm not
That's
done!
it.
Swallow
Tiger
Blade!
Blade!
Here I come!
This one's mine!
The earth
Here I
throbs
go!
in pain.
One more!
I'm not done!
Back into the fray!
Now!
Here's a
Take
healing
that!
art!
Meteor!
Strike! Swallow Blade! Try harder!
Going
My
in.
turn! Here I come!
Searing
You're
flame!
finished!
Reload!
Going in! One
Radiant
more!
blood!
Here I
Searing
come!
flame!
I'm going! One more! Tiger Blade! Far enough!
Here I come! You're finished!
This one's mine!
Rising Viper! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help!
First aid!
Thanks!
Look sharp! I let my guard
Try
down!
harder! You'll pay for that! Strike! Slash!
Radiant pierce!
You're mine! It's over!
Searing flame! Reload!
Try harder!
I'm
Here
all
I come!
dosed up.
Slash! It's on!
Searing
Take
flame!
it!
Reload!
Strike!
Annihilation!
Try
Mega
harder!
ray!
Take this!
Mega ray!
You're
I'm
finished!
all stuffed up! Mega ray!
Try harder! Not a chance! I'm not done! Slash!
Radiant blood! Here!
Try harder! You're mine!
Mega ray!
You're
I'm
finished!
all stuffed up!
Slash! Swallow Blade! Slash!
Mega ray!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Annihilation!
No escape!
Mega ray!
Swallow Blade! Try harder! Here I come!
Go! It's over! Annihilation! Mega ray! Here's a healing
Try
art!
harder! Not a chance!
First aid!
Strike!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you,
You're
remember?
mine!
Right.
Searing flame! Reload! There! And again!
Try harder! Take this! Not today!
Annihilation! I'm all stuffed up!
Rising! Slash! Swallow Blade! Slash! Swallow Blade!
Into
Try
the
harder!
shadows!
I'm not done! Swallow
Radiant
Blade!
light! Here!
Try harder! My turn!
Mega
It's
ray!
over!
Wasn't weak!
Take this! No escape! Swallow Blade!
There! Go! I'm only getting
Try
started!
harder! My turn! No escape!
Downfall! Searing flame!
Try
Reload!
harder! Not a chance!
There!
You're finished!
Into the shadows!
Take this!
Mega ray!
You're finished!
I'm all stuffed up! Mega ray! Lightning! Downfall!
Here I come! No escape!
Radiant pierce!
Try harder! Not a chance! It's over!
Searing
You're mine!
flame!
I'm not done! Dragon, this ends
I'm all
now!
stuffed up! Mega
Dragon
ray!
Swarm!
Annihilation! Mega ray!
This one's all mine! Now! No escape!
Here I go!
Ignite!
I'm only getting started!
You're mine!
Annihilation!
You're finished!
Radiant pierce! Let me help.
Take this!
First aid!
Your mom!
Lightning! Downfall!
Try harder! My turn! I'm not done! Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation! Watch and weep!
Here I come! It's over! Try harder! Here I come!
Field!
You're finished!
Mega Ray!
Try harder!
Annihilation!
Here I come! Here I come! You're finished! Here I come! You're finished!
Excited!
Here I come!
only getting
Blue
the
escape!
lightning!
Swallow blade!
Searing flame!
Try harder!
Reload!
Here I come!
I'm
It's
out.
over!
Back into the fray.
Slash! Try harder! It's on! Strike! Slash!
Mega Ray! Annihilation!
Try harder! No escape! Swallow blade!
Light! Here!
Take this! Strike!
Lightning!
Swallow blade! Slash!
Lightning! Downfall!
Try harder! My turn!
I'm out!
Strike!
Back and weep!
Slash! Swallow blade!
Mega Ray!
Take this! You're mine!
Radiant here!
Try harder! Take this! You're
Searing
finished!
flame!
Slash!
Reload!
Try harder! Not a chance! No escape!
Searing flame!
Swallow blade!
Reload!
Slash!
I'm at watch and weep!
Here I come! You're finished!
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Try harder! Not a chance! Strike! Slash! Swallow
Searing
blade!
flame! Reload!
Slash!
Lightning! Downfall! Radiant here!
Try harder! You're
Out
mine!
of ammo!
It's
Back into
over!
the fray! Mega Ray!
Try harder! Not a chance! It's over!
You're mine!
Take
Do
it! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Excited! And again!
Dragon Swarm! Slash!
Excited!
Infernal Torrent!
We're getting started! Radiant pierce!
Try harder!
Downfall! Searing flip!
That move!
Here comes the big one!
Watch and weep!
Try harder!
Mega Ray! There!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Again!
Strike! Swallow blade! Take this! I'm not
Radiant
done!
launch! Here! Lightning!
Here I come!
Downfall! Radiant pierce! I'm out of ammo!
You're mine!
I'm all stopped up!
You're finished!
Annihilation! Searing flame! Reload!
Try harder! Not a chance! I'm not done! Slash!
Annihilation! Mega Ray! Annihilation!
No escape! Swallow blade!
Here I go! I never miss! Mega Ray! Annihilation! Mega
Try
Ray!
harder! Here I come!
Searing flame!
You're finished!
Reload! Lightning! Downfall! Mega Ray! Searing flame!
Try harder!
Reload! I'm out of ammo! Watch and weep!
It's gonna attack!
Right! Watch out!
Try harder! Time to let it rip!
Searing flame! Reload! Lightning! Downfall!
Take this!
Searing
Rising
flame!
Wyvern! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
One more! Back into the fray!
You're mine!
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
You're mine! Ha!
Radiant Light! Here!
Try harder! Not a
There!
chance!
Go!
I'm not done!
You're mine! What? This
Take
one's
this!
mine!
Here I come!
Graviton Field! Mega Ray! Annihilation!
Try harder!
Excited! I'm only getting started! Annihilation! Mega
Try
Ray!
harder! Here I come! It's over!
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Here I come! It's over!
Graviton Field!
Try harder! You're mine!
Searing Flame! Reload!
Swallow Blade!
Annihilation!
Try harder! My turn!
Radiant light!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Slash!
Into the shadows!
Infernal Torrent!
Mega Red! Annihilation! Here, let me help. First
Try
aid!
harder! Not a chance!
Here's a healing arm!
Take this!
First aid!
I owe you one!
Take it! I'm only getting started! Back into the fray!
Try harder!
Mega Ray!
I won't lose. Not now, no! Can't end here!
You're mine! Annihilation!
Here I come!
Mega Ray!
Try harder!
Here's
You're
a healing
mine!
arm!
It's over!
First aid!
Thanks!
Mega Ray! Will this help? Healing circle!
Thanks!
Annihilation!
I owe you
Mega
one.
Ray! Annihilation!
You're finished!
Sight! It's over!
It's over! It's on! Slash!
Annihilation! Mega
Try
Ray!
harder! Not a chance! You're finished! You're mine! It's over! Swallow Blade! Try harder! Not a chance!
One more! Downfall! Lightning! Downfall! Mega Ray! Searing Flame!
Try harder!
Reload! I'm out! Back into the fray! Sighted!
Try harder!
It's over! Lightning! Downfall!
Not today!
Mega Ray!
Dragon
Annihilation!
Form!
Back into the fray!
Here I come! It's over!
Radiant Pierce!
Here I come! Strike!
There!
Swallow Blade!
Back into the fray!
Take this!
Annihilation!
It's over!
Mega Ray!
Swallow Blade! Try harder! I'm not done! Slash!
Annihilation! Mega
Try
Ray!
harder! Not a chance! I'm not done! Swallow Blade! Slash!
There! Go! It's over! I never miss!
Take this!
Searing
You're
Flame!
finished!
Reload!
Swallow Blade!
Lightning! Downfall! Searing Flame! Reload! I'm out of air. Back into the
Try
fray!
harder!
Mega Ray!
Try harder!
Downfall!
Time to let it rip!
And again!
You're mine!
I'm all stuffed up!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
I'm not done! Slash! You're mine!
And
It's
I'm
over.
almost impressed!
High praise coming from you.
I said
My
almost.
turn.
Don't get carried away.
No escape! Slash! Try harder! It's on!
Searing Flame!
You're finished!
Reload! Searing
Try
Flame!
harder! My turn!
Back into the
I'm not
fray!
done! Here I come!
Mega, this one's
You're
mine!
finished!
Sighted! I'm only getting started! I never miss! Annihilation!
Take this!
Take it! You're mine! Annihilation!
Try harder!
Radiant Pierce!
Try harder!
Sighted! I'm
Try
only
harder!
getting started!
Not a chance!
Mega Ray! I'm all
You're
stuffed
finished!
up! Mega Ray!
Ignite! You're
Annihilation!
finished!
Mega Ray!
Try harder! My turn! Here I come!
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Try harder! You're mine!
Annihilation!
You're finished! Swallow Blade!
Searing
You're
Flame!
mine!
Reload!
It's over!
Searing Flame! Reload! Lightning!
Strike!
Downfall! I'm ready! Annihilation!
harder! My turn!
Searing flame! Reload! Searing flame! Reload! Radiant pierce!
Try hard! Stay away from my friends! Try harder!
Ready to go!
I can't move!
Healing circle! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation!
Not done yet!
I'm all stocked up!
You're mine!
Annihilation! Radiant blood here!
Try hard! My
It's
turn!
in the sky, it's mine!
No escape!
Mega ray! Annihilation!
Take this!
I'm all stocked up!
You're finished!
Mega ray!
You're mine!
Annihilation! Mega ray!
Try harder! No escape! Slash!
Annihilation!
The enemy's open.
Mega ray!
Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade!
Radiant
Explode
fire!
Torrent!
Into the shadows! Watch and sweep!
Try harder!
Take it! You're mine!
Try harder! Try harder! My turn! I'm not done! Swallow Blade! This one's all mine! Not today! Take this! It's over! You're mine! You're mine! You're finished! Try hard, not a chance! Try harder! Take this! It's over! You're mine! Here I come! Slash! Try harder! Try harder! Try harder! My turn! Take this! You're finished! You're mine! It's over! Swallow Blade! Try harder! This one's all mine! No escape! Swallow Blade! Eat dirt! Double me! In an instant! Impact Block!
Does anyone else think this may be just a bit too tough for us?
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
You can never be too prepared. But did... We have to spend so much? Okay,
Seriously?
well,
What the? I think it's safe to rest here now.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Hey, it's that ingredient.
Yeah, the one for that recipe.
You always have an eye for food.
Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah, there might be someone who could use our help.
Hello.
huh.
Kisara.
Right!
That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Searing flame, reload! Chinese supernova! Field! More annihilation!
for the weak
Radiant,
spot.
here! I'm out of ammo!
Try harder! Not a chance!
I'm on Tiger Blade! Lightning Lord! Photon Flash! Radiant Cascade! Mega Ray! Field! Get on in there with the others! Searing Flame! Reload!
That's it!
Here I come!
Tiger Blade!
It's over!
Now!
Ridwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
All to you.
Try harder! My turn! You're mine!
Prepare to be sealed, though fleeting foot. Actually, that sound is more appropriate.
Let's talk in more doers!
This one's mine! Take this!
Try harder! My turn!
Orbit Meteor!
Struck!
Mega Ray!
Going in!
Lava blade!
Going in!
Take it!
Dance in the
You're
wind!
finished!
In here! Hailing circle!
Appreciate the help.
Lightning!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
One more!
You're finished! Swirl blade!
Here goes!
You're all
In here!
Coyote, try harder! My turn!
Lightning! Let's
Look
go!
out!
I'm out! Back into the fray! Astral energy!
That's it!
Come on! Here!
You have to hold on!
Dance in the wind!
I'll bring you back from death's
Get on
abyss!
in there with the others! Resuscitation!
Oh,
The magic is in!
This one's
Feel
not
it.
done yet.
Right. Searing
Tiger
flame!
Blade.
Reload! Gravity field!
Take this! You're finished!
Here! I'm
Take
out!
this!
Dance in the
Here I
wind!
come!
Healing
Struck!
circle! Field!
Swallow blade!
Tiger
I'll
Blade!
be saving
All
you!
right, and we now
Here I come! It's over!
Whoa! Time
Here I come!
In here!
Not a chance!
Going in!
That's
That's it!
Air
This
drop
one's
into the
mine.
shadows!
Try harder! My turn!
Mega Ray!
No escape! Swallow blade! Slash!
Going in! That's it! This one's mine!
Here I come! Burn!
Thunder field! Dance in the
Take
wind!
this!
Reload!
I'm not done!
Sleep now!
Transform!
More of the top side!
Swallow blade!
Going in!
Slash!
Let's keep up the pressure!
Here goes! All right! It's showtime! Photon
Take it!
blast! It's
No
weakened!
escape!
Look sharp!
This ends now! Swallow blade!
This one's mine!
Infernal
Going
current!
in!
Thunder field! I'll heal you all!
You're mine! Stay away from my
This
friends!
one's mine!
Healing circle!
Thanks, Shion.
Here I
Bring you back from death's abyss!
Slash!
I owe you one
Swallow
for that.
blade!
One more! Tiger Blade!
Lightning! I've still got some fight left in me!
Orbit Meteor!
You're mine!
Radiant light! Searing flame!
On guard!
Try harder! My turn!
This one's
It's
mine!
over!
Sleep now!
Look sharp!
It's on! Searing
Try
flame!
harder! My turn!
Reload! Art steel! Got you! Up and
Take
out!
this!
Let's go!
You're
Dance
finished!
in the wind!
Slash!
In here!
This one's
This'll
mine!
come in
Take
handy!
this!
This one's mine!
It's on!
One
My
more!
astral
Tiger
energy!
Blade! I'll pick you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa! On guard!
You're mine! Burn!
All right.
Now
Where was I?
Radiant Lord! Bring the wind! Air thrust!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Mega Ray! Annihilation!
Swallow blade!
Mega Ray!
Tiger Blade!
Dance in the
Try
wind!
harder! Not a chance!
Now
You're finished!
Look shot!
More for the stockpile! Reload!
Look shot!
Thunder
Try
Hail!
harder! My turn! You're my...
More night!
On guard! One more!
You're finished!
Going in!
More for the stockpile!
You're mine!
Dance in the
You're
wind!
finished!
Mega Ray!
Take this!
Swallow blade!
Tiger Blade!
Photon Blast!
This one!
Now! There!
Do it!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Dance in the wind!
Take
Radiant
this!
Thunder!
It's over! Rising!
More for the
You're mine!
Tiger Blade! Lightning Orb!
Swallow blade!
Going in!
I'll heal you all!
This one!
Don't burn out!
Look shot!
Here goes!
You're mine!
It looks like we made him mad!
Try harder!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Take this!
It's about to strike!
This one's all look sharp, everyone!
Radiant Heal!
Will this help?
Shining Supernova! Healing Dance in the wind!
Now I can let
Air
loose!
thrust! Photon Blast! I'm only getting started! Annihilation! I'm all started!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Mega Ray! In here!
Look shot!
More for the stockpile! Annihilation! Lightning Orb! Up and at 'em! Let's go!
Here I come!
Going in!
Slash!
Look shot!
Lightning Orb!
Look shot!
Here I come!
Here's
Now
the healing
escape!
arc!
Swallow blade!
First aid! Hey, the raging time to shine! Take it! In here! I'm only getting started! Back out to the
You're
highway!
mine! It's over! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Swallow blade!
Alright!
Lightning Orb!
And just like that, I'm back in it!
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done!
Here I come!
Look shot!
It's over!
One more! Tiger
Here I
Blade!
come!
Lightning Orb!
It's over!
It looks like we made him mad!
Air thrust!
Try harder! Now!
Look shot! Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone! Shining Supernova! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Try harder! You're mine!
This one's mine! Going in! That's it!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Lightning Orb!
Look shot!
Here I come! Strike! Slash!
This
Swallow
one's
blade!
mine! That's it!
Take this!
Look shot!
You're finished!
One more!
In here!
On guard!
Let's get you all tucked away!
Try harder! Not a chance! Luna Rondo!
Going in!
There with the others!
On guard!
Thunder Field!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Look shot!
I'm not done!
One
Swallow
more!
blade!
Go!
Try harder! Take this! Strike!
All disasters made one! Come
Swallow
forth
blade!
and heal
This
us
one's
from
mine!
fury!
On guard!
Maelstrom!
It looks like we made him mad! Flaming Meteor!
In here! This'll come in handy! All disasters made
This
one!
one's mine.
Come forth and heal us from fury! Maelstrom!
I won't lose. Not now,
Too much
not
mana.
ever.
This one's
Dance in the
mine!
This
wind!
should do it!
This one's
Seal.
mine! On
More
guard!
for the stockpile! Thunder Field! More attack from
Not today!
Piercing roar!
all disasters made one! Come forth and heal us from purity!
Try harder! My turn!
Maelstrom!
On guard! Take this! Tiger Blade!
Dance
That
in the
did it.
wind! Air thrust! Light astral energy!
Take
This
this!
one's mine!
It's over!
Going in!
Lightning orb!
Try
Raging
harder.
cascade!
Here I come!
Sleep now! More for the stockpile! Here goes! Up and at 'em! Let's go!
Try harder! Not a chance! It's over!
Dance in the wind!
Swallow blade!
Sleep now!
Take this!
You're right there with the others!
Sloppy! You'll pay for that! Here I come! It's over!
This'll come in handy! Blah 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 magic!
Try harder! My turn! Here I come!
tucked away. Raging Cascade! Spread! I can do this all day! Air thrust! Light astral energy! I can't feel anything.
It's on! You're finished! Here I come! You're finished! Try harder! Take this! You're finished!
Radiant here! Into the shadows!
Try harder! Not a chance! Strike! You picked the wrong
Almost
fight!
impressed.
High praise coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get
Swallow
carried
blade!
away.
Slash! Swallow blade! Slash!
Magna Ray! Annihilation! Magna Ray!
Try harder! My turn! You're mine!
Focus your attack! Reload!
Rising! Slash!
Searing flame!
Dragon
Reload!
Swarm!
Searing
Here I
flame!
come!
Reload!
It's over!
I'm out of it! Back into the fray! Annihilation!
Try
Magna
harder!
Ray!
Take this! It's over!
Radiant pierce! Take it! You're mine! Radiant pierce!
It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out! Radiant pierce! I'm out! Back into the fray! Magna Ray! Annihilation! Radiant light!
No
Magna
escape!
Ray!
Slash!
Annihilation! Lightning! Downfall!
Try harder! My turn!
Sighted! I'm only getting
You're mine!
searing flame! Reload!
Swallow blade!
Searing flame! Reload! I'm out of ammo!
Take this! It's over!
Annihilation! Magna Ray!
It's on!
Annihilation!
Try harder! I'm not done! Slash!
Radiant light!
Swallow blade!
Sighted! I'm only getting radiant light!
Try
I'm all
harder!
dosed up.
Now! Here I come!
Magna Ray!
Swallow blade!
Annihilation! Pathetic!
Here I come! It's over! Try harder! Try harder! Here I come! You're finished! Try harder! My turn! Take this! I'm not done! Swallow blade! Try hard! My turn! I'm not done! Swallow blade! Try harder! Not a chance! Strike! Try harder! Here I come! Swallow blade! Take this! That did it! Try harder! Take this! You're finished! Take this! I'm not done! Eat dirt! Dragon Swarm! Slash! Dragon Swarm! Try harder! Not a chance! No escape! Try harder! Here I come! chance! I'm not done!
I can carve through armor!
Strike! Here I come! You're finished! Try harder! My turn! Take this! I'm not done! More! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Hey, anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
Good.
Really now.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
You can never be too prepared. But did we... have to spend so much?
I think Hootle senses something. Maybe something's going on in the forest.
I don't sense any more enemies.
Okay, off we go.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
There's something in the water. I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done. Where should I cast my line? Yeah! There we go. That was disappointing. Ha! Oh! I did it! But I'm not gonna quit now.
Remarkable. You're top of the food chain.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move in to attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, La?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Guess I'll polish up my sword. You should get some shut-eye. I think we've rested long enough. Let's keep moving.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
You're finished!
Radiant air!
Lunar Rondo! This one's all mine!
Radiant air! I'll be safe. I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Fire blade! Got flyers!
I'm done! Let Marksman handle it!
All yours!
Feel! I'll be saving
Swallow
this
Blade!
one!
Dragon Swarm!
All disasters made one! Come
Here I
on!
come!
Healing some
You're
areas!
finished!
Now!
It's over! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern!
Rage in the grenades!
Mirage!
Dance in the wind!
Here I come!
Air
You're
thrust!
finished!
Light astrolator!
Swallow Blade!
Down slow! Here I go! I'm only
Here I
getting
come! It's up! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my arc! When he slows down, that's our chance! Dragon Swarm!
In a bind?
Swallow Blade!
That's it! Tiger Blade!
Here I come! It's over! No further! You're mine! You're finished!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And pummeling to me!
The earth throbs in pain.
Time to let it rip! I'm not done! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Here I come!
Piercing roar!
Crush!
Going in!
You're mine!
Look sharp!
You're mine! It's over!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Laser ray! Now!
Take it!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
My turn! Here I come! You're finished!
This one's mine!
Luna Rondo!
Going in!
Lightning Falcon!
Landing meteor!
I'm not done!
Now!
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
sense a strange power from this.
That astral energy was incredible.
I gave it everything I had.